Hey, what's good? I'm doing a Hazy Flame deck profile for you guys. Yeah. So this deck is actually pretty fun. I did kind of like the build that I have right now. I just gotta make it a little bit more consistent. With gain to certain things. So yeah. So three Cerberus. You can also summon that triggering, but his attack becomes 1,000. All the Hazy Flame monsters has an effect where your opponent can target this card with card effects, which makes it really, really kind of nice. Which means that they can't bather it, can't impermanence it, can't really do anything to it uh, on field. So yeah, can't infinity it. So it helps with having that non targeting protection. So yeah, and then when this card is destroyed and sent to a grave, you can add one hazy card from your deck to your hand. So you can basically search out anything in the Hazy Flame archetype, including this. So yeah, three Hazy Flame Sphinx. So you can declare one card type, monster, spell, or trap. Send the top card from your deck to the grave, and the then if it was declared type, you special one fire monster from your hand or graveyard. So that's kind of why I have card advance in here. So now you can call your sends right. So let's say I had looked at the top five and there was like a monster and a couple other things, and so I put the monster on top and then activate this, call monster, and then I would have it basically right. So yeah, this just kind of helps for that reason. So plus it gives me an additional tribute summon or additional null summon. So yeah, and then Hazy Flame Perryton. So cannot be special summoned except by a Hazy Flame monster or effect. But you can summon one fire monster from your hand to the grave and trigger this card special two Hazy Flame monsters from your deck. So it just kind of helps with bring out more monsters so that way you can make Battle Choice. So yeah. And then three of Flameville Fire Dog. Um, this just helps with bringing out Cerberus. When it destroys a monster by battle, it especially the fire monster with 200 or less defense from your deck. So yeah, Cerberus is basically your only target. So yeah, but it's still good. So two Ash, two Ogre, and two Veiler. Just hand traps that you need to help slow your opponent down, so that way you can keep up with your opponent. Um, so yeah, it's not bad. Um, and then Raigeki, I mean obvious to help nuke the board. Card advance, I already went over that. And then Celestial Observatory. You really don't want to play Desires in this. Extravagance, maybe, but I'd definitely more probably use this. Because all of the Hazy Flames are level 6, so just shuffle it back from hand or field, and then you get to draw two cards. So it's pretty good. Or you at least get to put the monster on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, and then Upstart, just generic draw. Rekindling is Fire Dog and Cerberus are 200 defense, so you at least have targets for those. Monster Reborn, which is obvious. Three MST, just how to get rid of back row. You could probably put in Twin Twister in here, but um, you really don't want to be discarding too many things in this deck, or at least monsters anyway. So, and three Hazy Pillar. So you can also summon a Hazy Flame monster for less one tribute. So basically instead of it being level 6, it becomes level 4 with this. So it's it really helps out a lot. And then you can target one Exceed monster you control, attach one Hazy Flame monster from your hand or side of the field to it as a Exceed material. So that really helps out a lot. And then two Mimir, since this deck can't really go over big things too well other than getting the Bastard Trice. Um, but that actually does target. So if there's anything that can't be targeted, then this would basically be useless. So that's kind of why I run that. Strikes, just because it's, good. And then Dark Bribe. This is mainly in here for protecting your monsters in like the battle phase, or like evenly, or Dark Hole or Reiki, or something like that. So yeah. So that's basically it for the main deck. Now for extra deck. So Photon Strike Bouncer, I know it's way past its prime, but it was in there, rank 6 that I could use, and it's not too bad. So when a monster effect activates on your opponent's side of the field, you can detach one, negate the effect, and if you do, it's like 1,000 damage to your opponent. So it's kind of like a cowboy in a way, but yeah. So, and then your ace monster, which is Hazy Flame Vessel Trice. So you can have two or more Hazy Flame monsters, uh, attached to it. Max is 5. So once per turn, you detach one, then target one card your opponent controls, or in their grave, banish it. So if it has 3 or more, this card gains 2 on attack and defense for each material attached to it. 4 or more, this card cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effect, and 5 or more, this card cannot be targeted by card effects. So it's really, really pretty good once it gets to a 5. It gets really, really quite good. So, yeah. And then Gauntlet Launcher, just another rank 6 that I could go into. Uh, it just destroys a monster that my opponent controls, so yeah. And then Tornado, Baguska, Dweller, and Cowboy. Just a couple rank 4s that I can go into off of Flameville Fire Dog. So, yeah. And then do a little Chimera, just a generic Fire Link that I could make along with Underclock. Just another good monster that I can, Link monster that I can use to help get over bigger things if I needed to. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, that's basically it for the Hazy Flame deck profile. Like I said, it's pretty fun. It's really, really slow, but it's still pretty fun for what it actually is. So, but yeah. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the Malefic Generator duels which we tomorrow. That's the next deck that I have for you guys to see. So, stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all in tomorrow's video. Alright, bye guys.